Once upon a time, in a bustling little town, lived a golden retriever named Max. Max was adored by everyone in the neighborhood. He had a fluffy coat that shone like the sun and a wagging tail that could lift anyone's spirits. But one sunny afternoon, while chasing after a butterfly, Max wandered a little too far from home. Suddenly, he found himself lost in a maze of unfamiliar streets. Meanwhile, in a cozy nook of the town, lived a clever little mouse named Millie. Millie was small, but her heart was big, and she knew every corner of the community. One day, while gathering crumbs in the park, Millie overheard a group of kids talking about a lost dog. They were worried and searching everywhere for Max. Millie's ears perked up. "Lost dog? I have to help," she squeaked to herself, her tiny heart racing with determination. Millie dashed out of the park and into the streets, her little feet scurrying faster than ever. As she zipped through alleyways and crossed busy streets, she called out, "Max, Max, where are you?" But no answer came. Finally, Millie spotted a group of cats lounging on a fence. They were notorious for being troublemakers, but Millie knew if anyone had seen Max, it would be them. With a deep breath, she approached them. "Hey, have you seen Max, the golden retriever?" The cats exchanged glances, then one of them, a large tabby named Whiskers, stretched lazily and replied, "Oh, that big fluff. Yeah, he was sniffing around the old factory on the edge of town." Millie felt a spark of hope, but also a hint of fear. The old factory was rumored to be haunted and was definitely not a safe place for a friendly dog. But she couldn't let Max down. With a quick thank you, Millie raced toward the factory. As she neared the looming structure, shadows danced around her. The wind howled, and the creaking of the building sent shivers down her spine. But Millie pressed on, calling out, "Max, Max!" With each step, her heart pounded louder. Suddenly, she heard a faint bark echoing from inside. "Max!" she cried, feeling a surge of relief. Millie squeezed through a small hole in the factory wall and found herself in a dimly lit room. There, in the corner, sat Max, looking confused and a little scared. His golden fur was matted with dust, and he looked up at Millie with wide, hopeful eyes. "Millie, I'm so glad to see you," Max barked, his tail wagging weakly. "Don't worry, Max, I'm here to help you get home," Millie squeaked, her voice full of determination. But just then, a loud noise echoed through the factory. It was the sound of machines whirring back to life, and to their horror, they realized the factory was about to be demolished. "We have to hurry," Millie shouted, nudging Max to follow her. Together, they dashed through the maze of machinery, dodging falling debris and navigating their way to safety. Millie led the way, her small size allowing her to slip through tight spaces, while Max followed close behind, his heart racing. Finally, they burst out of the factory just as the sun began to set. Breathing heavily, they paused to catch their breaths. Max looked down at Millie, gratitude shining in his eyes. "I couldn't have done it without you." Millie smiled, her little heart swelling with pride. "We're a team!" With the town lights flickering on, they made their way back home, side by side, their bond stronger than ever. And from that day on, Max and Millie became the best of friends, proving that no matter how big or small you are, you can make a difference. And in that little community, they learned that sometimes the biggest adventures come from the smallest heroes.